I'm an experienced diver and I've been diving for over 20 years. Costa Rica to me was more of a jungle and mountain hikes and, you know, extreme biodiversity, but from a land, a topside point of view, extremely surprised to find that there is absolutely wonderful diving here. And for most of the year, world-class diving that I think most divers would be amazed. Right here in Potrero where we are, we're literally looking right at the Las Catalinas Islands. They're about 15 minutes boat ride away from here. When we get to Las Catalinas Islands, we have about 12 to 14 dive sites.
I didn't know exactly what I was getting into actually with the diving, and I was a pretty new diver. But once I started diving here, I really liked how every day was pretty different. You know, the conditions would change every day. Classico, or Classic, of course, is one of our classic dive sites. It's really great. You start down at about 15 meters, and there's this little like shark garden, and you know they'll be laying on the bottom, they'll be swimming around. So usually from the beginning, we are introducing a cool experience with these sharks that are right there. It's one of our best sites.
We're in the Pacific Ocean, so there's always like a gentle swell, so there's always that little kind of pendulum motion going on. But we never really suffer from very, very strong currents.
And right near that is what we actually call the no-go canyon or no-go channel. We don't take unexperienced divers in there very much because there's usually quite a bit of surge. So it kind of pulls you into this really awesome canyon, and there's a lot of life in there. There's a lot of fish. There's a lot of sharks, and you want to go in there. But if you don't know what you're doing, it kind of actually traps you in there a little bit, and you have to kind of fight your way back out.
We've probably just had about the best diving that we've probably ever had, like condensed into a 2-week period.
We're continuing north. We're getting to this point that, to me, you know, there's a lot of anticipation actually to get to this point.
We've had recurring manta ray experiences almost every day across several of our dive sites.
I was hoping they would be here. You know, they're silent. Super graceful. They fly through the water really elegantly. So I look up and there's this manta ray above me, and I'm like, ah, yes! So this manta ray hung out with us about 10 minutes.
I'd say to expect the unexpected, because the Las Catalinas Islands, they change every day.
But they're really curious animals usually. Sometimes they just kind of pass by and they don't want anything to do with you, but sometimes they really will stick around for a little bit and they'll just circle you and they just kind of watch you. And they'll get close to you, they'll swim right past you, and I mean like right past you, where you can almost touch them. They're definitely my favorite creatures, and always just amazing when we have them on a dive. So that day was particularly awesome.